Welcome back. YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Dave Collins. One final segment. Dave, let's get into some local college action. Dartmouth football winning at home against their out-of-division, out-of-conference team, Towson. Mm-hmm. Close game. 3-point win, 2 blocked field goals at the end. Exciting. I don't know if you were able to watch it or listen to it.
Heard it.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, and for Dartmouth, back on the winning streak right now, hopefully starting
a winning streak.
Down in Columbia, a game that they should win Saturday at 1:30. And then a huge game, as of right now, Harvard ranked number 23. That game will take place Saturday the 29th, Harvard coming to Hanover.
Yep.
That's a game that Dartmouth should pencil in. I mean, Columbia is one thing, it's another Ivy League opponent, but that's the one that I think the players are thinking about, even though Coach Stevens may not say that.
Right, and it's homecoming that weekend, so obviously in the Ivy League. And there's tons
on Hanover, there are going to be tons of sports that day too. So
there's going to be a lot.
There's soccer, there's football, everything's going on there.
And there always is. What do we have? I know you're involved in some of the hockey stuff, and the hockey team opens up this week as well.
Dartmouth men's hockey will host Harvard 4 o'clock on Saturday, and the Dartmouth women's hockey team will open up against Northeastern on Friday at 7 o'clock. Laura Schuler is the new Dartmouth hockey coach. She was part of the Canadian national team as well. Mark Hudak did not come back this season, so new regime in the works for the Dartmouth women's hockey team. And yeah, basketball starts up in a week after that.
Right.
Wanted to get to high school football, too. We had our game of the week. We had Mascoma hosting Newport last Saturday. And just a topic that I've heard on sports talk around here is some of the schools, the smaller schools, especially in Vermont and New Hampshire, high school football. I know it's an American pastime right now, but even the feeder programs and the junior highs and the elementary and the Pop Warner, they're struggling around Vermont, New Hampshire. From what I saw, I mean, a good effort put forth by the Royals. Newport was just way too strong. You've got to look at the numbers, and I know that they're combining some school districts right now with football teams, but I think both Vermont and New Hampshire really have to take a look at it and see, can we sustain this as well?
Yeah.
Because some of these players, look like they were coming right out of elementary school, going onto the field, and the safety has to be a big factor.
Yeah, and I agree with you there. We did a game a few weeks ago. It was on YCN. It was Hillsborough, Deering, and Hopkinton. They had a co-op team.
All 3 schools, yeah.
And it was a very tough game for them. They lost by something like 50 points, and some of the kids on that team were tiny, and they wouldn't make a team that wasn't, that was middle of the road, let alone a good team. So not to disparage the players and the talent, but you're right. When you don't have the players, you just don't have the talent. And it comes down to safety.
And lots of these kids are playing both ways, playing the full game.
Right.
Your comments are welcome. sportstalk@ycnnow.com, and we didn't have any memorabilia this week, so we need some more to fill up these walls behind us, please.
And I want to give a shout out before we get to our picks. I got to give a shout out to the Newport Tigers varsity boys soccer team. Their first year as a varsity program, having a tough season, but went to a game last night, and they fought hard. They lost 3-1, but a good, hard-fought game anyway, and it got shut down a little early because of darkness. So these late fall games, you gotta be careful, especially when you don't have any lights. But it was a good effort. So lots going on still. Fall, high school sports, college sports, and we'll try and keep everybody abreast of those. Now it's time for our YCN Sports Talk Salt Hill Picks of the Week.
Salt Hill Picks of the Week brought to you by Salt Hill Pub. Honest food, perfect pints, and living music. Say hello to Josh and Joe Toohey at their locations in Lebanon, Hanover, and the Mount Sunapee Traffic Circle. Also stop by the Lebanon Salt Hill Pub for trivia each Sunday night around 8 o'clock.
Yeah, they got 4: Lebanon, Hanover, Newport,
Mount Sunapee Traffic Circle.
All right, sounds good. So let's get right into those. We'll go with the 4 o'clock game, Pats, Steelers.
Patriots
no Big Ben. Patriots, okay.
Yep.
Giants and Rams, London, 9:30 in the morning. Giants favored by 2.5.
I think the Giants can pull this one off. If they lose and OBJ does something crazy, he'll be the talk. That and Geno Smith, the quarterback, that'll dominate sports talk in New York. I think the Giants can pull this one off, though, in against the Rams in London.
I agree with you. Giants win that game. Ravens and the Jets. Geno Smith, his first test. Ravens, did they stay over at the Meadowlands? Maybe they did, because they're staying in New York.
I'll tell you, the Jets could possibly lose to Cleveland, and Cleveland could get their first win. I'm taking Baltimore.
I agree with you. I take Baltimore there. Sunday night football, we got a decent one. Seahawks, Cardinals. Cardinals look like they've bounced back. Seahawks riding the ship.
I think the Jets looked a lot worse on Monday Night Football against the Cardinals than the Cardinals look good, but I'm going to take Seattle on the road. I think maybe Russell Wilson can sort of right the ship and balance it out.
I'm going to go with Arizona at home, see if they can bounce back or have another bounce back game. Monday Night Football, Texans at Broncos. Can the Broncos bounce back? They're off the extra rest.
You know, the Broncos are 4-2 right now, and if you look at the AFC South, which is also another disastrous division, Houston is 4-2. How did that happen after that brutal loss against the Patriots? I'm going to take the Broncos, though, at home to eke out a victory over Houston.
All right, I go with the Broncos at home as well. So only a couple different, or one different, I think, the Sunday Night Football. So
I might have to start.
I think you're still up. So
you know, with my Jets scenario, I think I might have to start playing fantasy football. I wonder if there's any leagues that I can get into with some of my friends towards the end of the season. Please help me out here.
Don't forget that YCN Sports Talk debuts every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching YCN Sports Talk.